You're tuned into All Too Real 2. Be sure to subscribe, download, share the show with a friend, and stop by all2real2.com for our social links, Patreon, and TeePublic store info.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Fergal.
And we're from Movie Smash.
Comic book movies are having a golden age right now with the MCU.
Movies based on comics aren't necessarily a new thing, but they're a big thing.
Join us every other Tuesday on Movie Smash.
We explore these movies and find some hidden gems.
Every other week, we revisit some of the best.
And some of the worst movies based on comics or graphic novels.
Was Green Lantern as bad as you remember?
Heck no!
Is Time Cop the most accurate time travel movie ever created?
Absolutely.
Was Mystery Men way ahead of its time?
Should they be revisited? Should they be forgotten?
Join us on Movie Smash and find out. Listen wherever you find your fine podcasts.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the latest episode of All Too Real 2. My name is Michael E. Cullen II, and with me, as always, is...
Sesame, it's like looking at another fucking race in Carta. That's an actual line of this movie. I don't know why they added that to one of the characters. Really weird racist comment, or maybe not intentionally, but kind of odd in Carta.
That's a weird name, man. It's a weird name. I don't know if I trust it.
No one trusts me anymore. It's good. It's fun.
I'm going to have to turn you into the police now. Maybe have some aliens attack you or something.
Yeah, they got to do the interrogation.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do it up.
By aliens, I just mean people from another country, not I'm talking about.
You know, it's like looking at another fucking...
Yeah. Oh, boy. So, we're venturing into another, so bad they're good movie. This one is called Alien Arsenal, a.k.a. Teenage Alien Avengers, also known as Alien Weapons.
I had no idea it had so many different names.
Yeah, it has more names than Mark Wayne Mullen, but it's...
I like Alien Arsenal the best. I think that's the best name.
That's the most common one, but even IMDb has it listed as Teenage Alien Avengers.
No, that's stupid.
But yeah, Alien Arsenal. This is a 1999 film that feels very 1999.
Yes.
And
actually 95. It feels very 95 to me even. Very dated in its own way.
Yeah. But to make it 99, they do have a Dawson's Creek reference. So, rest in peace, James Van Der Beek. So the Internet Movie Database logline for this movie is 2 nerdish high school students turn into high-tech superheroes when they accidentally stumble onto a hidden cache of alien armor and weaponry in the school's basement. What will they do, though, when the extraterrestrial treasure's owners come back to reclaim it?
What will they do? I don't know. All kinds of shit, apparently.
This was directed by David Katau, who maybe I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but he's a director known for The Wrong Baby Daddy. This is his most recent movie. I just had to share that.
Okay. Wrong Baby Daddy. Gotcha. All right.
It looks like it's part of a series here of movies. It's also, I think, there's another movie called The Wrong Marriage and The Wrong Obsession.
Okay, so it's one of these things where it's like the Wrong, it's a series or whatever.
The Wrong series. Yeah. He's got
series, yeah.
He's also directed Puppet Master Axis of Evil Noir, Puppet Master 3, Toland's Revenge Noir.
Okay.
He's also let's see what else he's directed here. He's in some other Puppet Master movies, Blitzkrieg Massacre.
Well, duh.
The Wrong Child. I guess that might be another part of the wrong.
Oh my god, what the wrong shit? I mean,
The Wrong Roommate,
dude.
These are all TV movies, but
come on.
they all look like. I mean, the covers look very similar, so I'm assuming they're all.
There's a name on me like Splash 2, and
I mean, I think some of them have the same actress in them, so I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
90210 Shark Attack.
What? Okay.
Yeah. An Easter Bunny Puppy, a Talking Cat.
What?
A whole series of movies that are 1313. You got 1313 UFO Invasion, 1313 Night of the Widow, Hercules, 1313 Hercules Unbound, 1313 Billy the Kid, 1313 Bigfoot Island, 1313 Cougar Cult, 1313 Haunted Frat, 1313 Giant Killer Bees, 1313 Boy Crazies, 1313 Actor/Model, 1313 Wicked Stepbrother, 1313 Nightmare Mansion.
Oh my god!
Another Puppet Master movie. The Brotherhood 4, the Brotherhood 6. I mean, the Brotherhood 5, the Brotherhood. I don't know. Frankenstein, Werewolf Reborn, Killer Bash. Wow, this guy's been directing forever too. Yeah, he's got the Teenage Alien Avengers, aka Alien Arsenal, Frankenstein Reborn, Talisman, Beach Babes 2. This guy's got like a million movies in his directing.
Oh man,
he's directed more movies than like I've ever seen. Beach Babes from Beyond, Puppet Master 3. Yeah, he's a Pterodactyl. What was that? Pterodactyl 3? Or no, Prehysteria 3, not Pterodactyl. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I have a question though. Why do people make movies that they know aren't going to be successful? Like, is there like a reason for that? Or is it
most of these movies are made for a low budget.
Okay.
And they make money.
Okay. All right.
So they might not be, like Jurassic Park successful, but they're going to be, like, video rental or video streaming successful.
Right.
So, yeah.
I love this movie. I mean, it's terrible, but this is one of those movies that I might actually watch again tonight, even though I don't have to, because I think it's hilarious.
So I just wanted to point out that this director, guess how many directing credits he has, according to IMDb?
The one you just mentioned? I don't know. You already mentioned like 50, like 120. I don't know.
193.
Wow. That's a lot, man.
That's got to be one of the most
yeah.
I don't know, most I've seen of any director. So this was written by Matthew Jason Walsh, who has also written A Christmas Cruise. And he wrote a bunch of those Wrong movies. The Wrong Student, The Wrong Child, The Wrong Roommate.
The wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he has 45 writing credits, so it looks like a bunch of these, direct to DVD and made for TV movies.
Yep.
And so this film, I just want to mention too, it was produced by where's the thing? I think this is Charles Band, who we've covered some of his movies in the past. He's the guy behind Full Moon Features, which is one of the most successful low budget production houses. I mean, obviously they did all the Puppet Master movies. They did, I think, like Ginger Dead Man and Charles Band. He's the guy that produced. We also did Dr. Mordred or whatever that was. Mm-hmm. That kind of Dr. Mordred that we've covered before. The kind of and he directed all. He produced all those Puppet Master and all these little doll movies and shit like that. But yeah, he's one of the most successful schlock producers in history.
That's awesome.
We've got in this movie we're starring Josh Hammond as Ralph, Danielle Hoover as Baxter, Michele Nordin as Felicia, Krisztián Kovács as Flash, Jerrod Cornish as Monty, William Vogt as Lance, Riley Smith as Chad, Dominic Catrambone as Phil, Stephanie Mennella as Jill, Crystal Olivero as Bill, Robert Donovan as Mr. Lipkiss, Brenda Blondell as Miss O'Houlihan, and others.
And others, of course.
Yes.
What was the one guy's name? Something Gunderson? The character, something Gunderson?
Flash Gunderson, yeah.
I want that name. Flash Gunderson.
Yes. Who wore a lightning bolt on his shirt.
That's great.
And in what world does anybody name their kid Flash?
I don't know.
I mean,
especially Flash.
It's like
Gunderson.
It's like this, and in the Spider-Man universe,
Yeah, that's right.
The bullying
Flash
and that. Yeah.
Comic book shit, even though it's not about the real Flash, but
it does make sense. Our main character likes comic books and shit, so
right. And you also have Flash Gordon, which is not the same character, obviously, but all that jazz. Yeah.
It's funny that the actor who played Chad, Riley Smith, I was looking him up, and he's been in a lot of things. He's currently, he guest starred on 3 episodes of Station 19, which is currently on the air, but he's like in a bunch of stuff. I was like, the guy looked familiar. Anyways, it's the only person I've actually heard the name of before. So what's your reaction to this movie?
Oh man, I loved it. I unironically think this movie is fantastic. Everything about it is just hilariously wrong. Well, speaking of wrong, but it, I just love it. I thought it was great. I'm probably going to watch it again tonight, actually, just because of how stupid it is, but great. Because there's so many little things about this movie that that you have to look into that makes it like, okay, case in point. We could talk about this later too, but there's one part where Baxter's she's a girl, she's kind of like a tomboy, and one of the bullies comes to her locker and is like flirting with her, but he's also like bullying her at the same time. It's kind of weird. And in her locker, she has a picture of like a crying baby just taped to inside her locker for some reason. Like, why would they do that? Like,
it's 1999, I guess.
It is,
that was all the hype.
Like, what the hell? Yeah, that was all the hype. Everyone had pictures of crying babies in their locker. Come on, I mean,
interesting thing about Baxter is the character of Baxter was originally meant to be a teenage boy, but producer Charles Band insisted the character be a teenage girl instead. After reading the script, the character's dialogue however, remained unchanged.
Okay, I mean, I kind of like how they made the character anyway. As a girl instead of a guy.
It's just funny.
You like about the movie?
Didn't change any of the dialogue though.
No, but there's talk like like a whatever. I mean, it kind of makes sense a little bit now that you mentioned it, but still, I think it worked out all right. One of my favorite lines, though, is when they're... We'll just get into it.
We don't have to break down the whole thing.
All that jazz.
Yeah, but go ahead. I said.
Oh. Sorry. I wasn't start. Okay, it starts with a car chase scene that looks like it should be in an action movie of adults driving cars and like during like, I don't know, like a heist, like someone had broke into a bank, robbed a bank or something like that. No, it's just the bullies are chasing our character, our main dude. What's his name? Got his name already.
The main character is Ralph.
Chasing Ralph all through like the industrial part of warehouse district of their town to get to school somehow. Yeah. There's a school right next to like an old factory. So they're driving like way too good for teenagers. I mean, like they're doing like all these weird like drafting or whatever, I don't know what you call it, the shifting or whatever, like they're spinning their cars.
Drifting?
They're spinning their cars in like the opposite direction so they can like evade the other car. No kid drives like that. And just so that they can like pick on him before school starts, like they gotta make sure they get in like their early morning bully session on for like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's that important to them to do that. I don't know. And so he beats them in school, but they still catch up to him. And
well, when I went to school in the 90s, and my friend gave me a ride to school, we did this every morning.
Well, there you go. I mean, I guess it's
we had to drive all the way across town too.
Yeah, I mean, you had to go. You know how it works.
I mean, we did because I lived far from my school, so
you had to go fast. I mean, yeah.
Oh, good times.
Yep. Good time.
When my friend Mike gave me rides to school in his Volkswagen Beetle, that's when we went to school.
Yep.
His Volkswagen Beetle that had no heat and everything in it, so it was great.
Yeah, I mean, Phil's character. So, these guys pick on him. They basically say, he's got to give him his lunch money and all this other crap. And they're all dressed like really weird. Like I was watching Ted Nivison came back from the dead and actually uploaded one video after like 18 years of not uploading anything. And then that's how I got the idea to watch it. I didn't take any of his points out of it necessarily. I think the driving point was the only one, but like he was talking about how the way they were dressed reminded him of like European, like almost Eastern European type of like clubbing.
Yeah.
Dress. You know what I mean? Like you were just coming from like a club in like Italy or like I don't know, Czechoslovakia or something like that. Czech Republic or whatever,
Yeah.
And like they're the bad guys, obviously, duh. I mean, because they're not American, right? So, and then the Baxter, they sit in the back of the class. You director, was there something with the light? Because it looked like that room was filled with smoke, but I'm sure it's something to do with the lighting, right? Because of the
they could have added a fog machine to kind of make it look like sometimes in these movies they would do that because it makes sense. It makes sense sometimes if you like let the fog machine go off before you film because then you have something for the light to reflect off of.
Oh, okay.
It gives you kind of depth, but it wasn't done well here.
No, it was way too much. It looked like horrible. And it's like, he and Baxter just they chill in the back. They're not really, interested in the school. Ralph is making his little comic book doodles. And then they have all their classes together apparently, which is kind of weird because usually you don't like have every class with your best friend, but okay. And the next class is manual labor, which is like kind of a weird name for a class. I mean, I've heard of like shop, know, but like those are like for special, like they don't just call it manual labor. It's like a generic, like, you know what I mean?
At my high school, we didn't have manual labor, but we did have manual labor.
Yeah, I get it. No, that's right. No,
it was home ec. Like
home ec. I actually took home ec once. It wasn't too bad. I was in 8th grade when I took it. It wasn't too bad. It was
yeah, I was.
I had to do a sewing machine shit, or I forgot what I had to do. Something. I had to learn how to make a quiche. I didn't do it very well, but I had to try it. Yeah, kind of weird that they had like stoves and ovens inside of like a classroom.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, it's kind of weird. Like normally we just have that in the kitchen here, but
my school didn't have like a shop. I don't think we had a shop class or anything like that. But I mean, I know that. So like, I grew up near another high school, Whitmer High School, in Toledo, Ohio. So you folks will all know where I grew up. But I don't
give them all the information they can to like use against them.
Yeah, I don't live near there anymore, and I'm not giving you the road. So.
I live. Yeah.
I mean, my blood type is, and
I was talking about that.
My mother's maiden name, and
oh god,
my first pet.
Yeah, here's my my social security.
Yeah, my social security number is, and here's my credit card number if you'd like it too. Wait, no.
Oh.
The school that Whitmer has, like, they had like a body shop class too. Like they had like a place in there where people would get their cars fixed by teenagers.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to me because like they had like, it was a whole thing. I went there with like one of my cousins or somebody. I can't remember who, or a friend of mine, and got a tour of the school, and we saw that and shit, and it was kind of interesting. So yeah. But manual labor? No, never heard of that in any school ever.
Nope. At least it's not called that. It's called taking a thing and just taking a hammer and knocking shit down. That's literally how they did too. And so like, because they were there late, the teacher's like, like a hard ass, and he's like, you have to now clean the walls with toothbrush, but they're bricks.
Yeah, and bricks don't really get dirty.
You can't really clean them either. I mean, I don't know how you'd even do that, especially with
unless they're like glazed bricks inside like of a building. Those maybe get dirty, but I don't think that.
These were not. They didn't look glazed to me. And so of course there's a convenient little one of the bricks is loose. Nobody apparently noticed this before, and then they brick by brick literally take the whole wall apart, and then they find all this weird equipment and like a weird alien sounds that are supposed to be alien sounds, I guess. I don't know. Like the whole like woo in the background, like that's supposed to mean alien somehow. I don't get it, but
I think there's something here to do with Pink Floyd, because all in all, we're just another brick in the wall. And then,
that's cool. Yeah.
We don't need no education. So,
right, because I hate school, and so it makes sense.
We don't need no education, which is a double negative, so that actually is saying you do need education. But
Roger Waters, Canadian piece of shit. But like, dictator. Anyway, I said Roger Waters is a piece of shit, so it kind of makes sense that he's also a moron. So
I don't know. He's not always a piece of shit, but that's just.
But he likes Putin. He likes Assad. He's into those guys, dictators. So I don't know. As long as you're not a Western and American, he's cool.
Well, he's also very pro-Palestinian. So
because America supports Israel, so therefore he has to support whoever America's against. It's that kind of left winger where it's all about America bad. That's all it is. So it's like if America likes this country, the other country.
To an interview with him on the Bad Hasbara podcast, and I think he's changed a lot of his views. So yeah, but
we'll see. I know for a long time he was basically saying that Assad was great and everyone else who opposes them is bad. They're all terrorists, blah blah blah. It's like they anyway. I'm not going to get to this awesome podcast of Alien Arsenal here because that's the real message of this episode. Is anyway. So they find the bricks.
Go ahead. We'll get to it. I mean, if we're going to break down the whole thing, but my thought here about the thing is like, so eventually we get the aliens just become students in the school, and you don't find out how they just all of a sudden are enrolled in the school.
They just like a day later they show up to school and they're like all wearing sunglasses and wearing all black, and they all walk in the same speed and gait, and they all sit together and like they respond with really weird answers because they're not human. And my whole thing with this,
I don't know of any school that would allow you to wear
I don't think so.
Sunglasses in class.
No, unless you like had to, like some issue that you had, like a
but other than that,
no, they wouldn't, especially in the 90s. And there's so many unanswered questions in this movie. For one thing, why is the thing there inside of a school, and why was it covered up by a brick wall? Who made the brick wall, for one thing? And so someone had to have seen it before and then make the brick wall. Why was the brick wall not very well made so that you could just take it apart bit by bit with some teenagers? The other thing is they needed the signal to be used in order for them to ping the signal to know where their arsenal was. Why would you not know where you place something? It doesn't make any sense. Like you need someone else to touch the thing. It's like saying like I intentionally threw my wallet down the street and I went into like a ditch or something like that. And then like I know where it is, and then like but I forgot, and then someone else touches the wallet and I suddenly remember where it is. Like why would you? Okay, that's dumb. Like so they needed these kids to tell them where their arsenal was. And the other weird thing about it is that the arsenal is kind of creative, but they didn't really go into it, so it kind of fell flat. But like the arsenal not only like gives you like extra strength and stuff like that, but it also builds your confidence. Like literally that's part of the thing. Because they mentioned that later on. They're like, it's like, so you have armor that also gives you self-esteem? What?
I'm trying to figure out, what is the arsenal? Is the arsenal the glowing thing, or is it because an arsenal is like a place where you keep weapons?
Well, yeah, they got the guns and the armor and stuff like that.
So does the room give you the confidence, or is it something else? Because I don't know. I'm just confused.
Well, the arsenal, it was both. It's got the arsenal, but then it also has the Armageddon device, which supposed to obviously kill not the planet, only humans. Again, they never explain how that works. That's a very specific weapon that only kills human beings.
Well, the thing is, if you just give it a couple decades, it's going to happen anyways.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean,
we're just going to do it to ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, come on, duh, obviously. But like, it's just a very specific weapon. I guess it kind of makes sense. I mean, if you have armor that can literally give you self-esteem, then I guess it's not that hard to make an Armageddon device that only kills humans but leaves the rest of the planet intact. Why would they want to do this? Who knows? And there's other part where, because Ralph now has like this new, thing of self-confidence, he's standing up to his bullies more often. I'm skipping around. Not.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
He's sticking up to one of his bullies, facing up to one of his bullies, and he like basically like chokes him, slams him against the tree or some shit, and then he's like humiliated, because he got picked on by the guy he used to bully, and so the alien's like, oh, perfect, he's our ally. We can now enlist him to fight you. That's the other thing too. The aliens are constantly looking for but they walk. They never run. They just walk. And it's like, okay, like you could chase them to get your stuff back, right? Like you don't have to just walk. And every three of you is walking at the same pace. Like what? They didn't know you don't know how to run in your new bodies apparently. And then it's like, how many chances have you had to just get your stuff back? Like
they just kill them.
Yeah, well, they did try to shoot him a few times, but again, they're just walking. They don't chase after him or anything like that. And it's like the only reason why is because they had the time to keep the movie going, because there's no other plot other than that. So they have to just walk, not actually chase. It's not like the Terminator walk where it's like he's walking slow and it's like menacingly. This is just them walking normally, but really slow. And the other thing too, their guns shoot backwards because they're aliens, but it's like, why not then just make the gun shape in the way that it's supposed to shoot? Like why turn the gun around so it can shoot backwards? Like it's the weirdest device idea ever. I guess like it's alien, so everything's backwards, bro. I'm like, okay, but it makes no sense anyway. And so they recruit this guy. He's he looks a little bit like Ryan Gosling to me. It's not, but to me he looks a little bit like him, and like not really a lot. And then there's this one scene where this is kind of near the end where they're fighting. And they're like, we're gonna kill all humans, and he's like, wait, I'm a human. They're like, well, you don't have to be anymore. He's like, oh, okay. He doesn't like it. It's like he's like,
the way they said it is that they kind of implied that he wasn't human because he doesn't have the same emotions as humans.
And he's just like, oh, okay. This is like,
so
he's like totally cool with it, man. He's like, yeah, whatever. Like sociopath, basically. And so that's near the end, but then there's so many other things. Like there's this ongoing joke where they like, okay, so someone actually made a funny comment about this where it was like, if you take away the aliens and all the other stuff, it's just about a movie about two students who were bullied who do a school shooting. Essentially, it's like.
I mean, the thing is, these guns zap these people. To where are they?
Just send them to a place.
I mean, I think they're dead. I really think that our protagonists in this movie killed their classmates.
Yes, they're killing people. It's insane. They zap them with their little weird backwards guns, and voila, you're gone. but like the first guy was accident. That was the guy that was picking on or flirting with / bullying Baxter. He was going to try. He thought it was like a squirt gun, like a water gun or something.
I want to point out too that this came out the same year as Columbine.
Yeah, it came out a month later. It came out a month after Columbine happened. So, so there you go with that. But like someone said, like, yeah, if you take away the aliens and the arsenal and all that stuff, it's like 2 bullied students take revenge on their bullies.
And that's what Columbine was.
Yes, it was. It was like Columbine. And then so the one dude, he offed himself. That wasn't Baxter. That was a freebie for her. So he pointing the gun in the correct direction. Instead, it backfired because that's how the alien guns work, I guess. And then he screams such a frightening scream. I mean, he was probably going to a hellish realm right after he shot himself like that. And I'm not sure why wouldn't they just kill? Maybe these aliens are just extra sadistic, where they just want to send you to like a hellish realm instead of just killing you, and which makes them like that more scary. And so this other guy though, he's like one of the head bullies, and they're like, we're gonna kill you unless you stop being a jock and become a straight A student. He's like, yeah, whatever. And so they take the gun and they shoot something and it like makes the thing disappear, but they can also hear the guy screaming again. So apparently he's been screaming this whole time, like a day later. And it's like, wow, that's pretty hardcore. And he's like, is that so-and-so? He's like, yeah, that's him. And so this dude, like literally overnight, like changes his life completely. Like he even starts dressing like a stereotypical nerd for some reason. Like apparently you can't just be a good student without like wearing suspenders and glasses. I guess that's the rule in this universe.
Which I don't get, because okay, so
I know
in my high school, some of the most popular kids in my school were also the like, smartest kids in my class. So it's like
right. And my theory too is that the people who wear dorky clothes like that, they're probably getting the parents are probably dressing them like that. 'Cause I don't, even if someone's like a total nerd, I don't think anyone would actually see clothes like that and be like, I totally want to wear suspenders and glasses with tape in the middle. Like what? Like no, nobody would want that. It's like
stereotypically nerdy looking people. When I was in high school, I can honestly count on one hand the number of people that dressed like that.
Right.
In all of my years of school, actually, I guess I could say maybe at least in all 4 years of high school.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I see this one kid clearly in my head.
Yeah.
Who did dress like that.
Okay.
And I honestly think he chose to. But
that's one thing, but he probably did it like a joke or
no,
something.
actually no, he was a smart, nerdy guy.
Okay.
And he actually had a pocket protector.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think he did it because he liked the way, he liked having a pocket protector, and he liked, he was a smart kid. So
yeah.
But that was just that one kid, and he wasn't even in my class. He was like a underclassman. But so
yeah, you're one guy, and so that became the stereotype for every nerdish person in like every movie that's ever come out in the past like 40 years, if not longer, 50 years probably.
Not everybody looks like Robert Carradine in Revenge of the Nerds,
right?
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
Yes.
Rest in peace with that guy too. Cause apparently all of our guys are dying.
A guy I was just about to contact about being on our podcast.
Right. Yeah. Well, that was another guy too that you were going to talk. The dude from the guy who played the security guard in Sandlot 2, or was he a cop? I don't remember.
He played a cop in that. Yeah, I was going to talk about him. He passed away. Yeah. I actually did talk to him.
Oh, you did? Okay,
yeah, but then he died. So, not the same thing as Robert, but so still.
You talk to someone who's like an actor and then they die.
Yeah.
Is that bad? Is that
2 people I've talked to? Yeah.
2 people, exactly 2 people out of like 800 people.
Chances of that people die every day, and I mean, it's like
only actors you talk to, but not only actors that were in like some sort of ish.
Nobody.
Not too famous.
Luckily, nobody that we've interviewed on this podcast.
Okay.
Has passed away yet. Only our friend Jamal, who passed away, who wasn't an interview, he was a guest. So yeah,
that was 6 years ago. Unfortunately, well, almost 6 years ago. This wicker count as wood because I only got a wicker desk right here. Knock on wicker wood. That counts, right?
No,
actually, no. What's that?
My desk is made from, I think, particle board laminated. So
I got an actual wood desk here.
Yeah,
there you go. I knocked on that one, so we're good. I got a lot of wood here. Gee, I got an old computer desk, which is just full of junk at this point. A bookshelf made out of solid wood. Dressers that I don't really need. If I get rid of those.
Be careful not to light anything in there.
Yeah, I know. I got so much. I used to actually light candles in here all the time, and I would have put it on. I would always put it somewhere else, not like wood. Incense is fine. I mean, that's I feel. But incense, I'm like allergic to smoke, I guess, and so I always end up getting like a scratchy throat, which sucks because I always liked incense, but can't do it anymore. Fine, whatever. It is what it is. Anyway,
back to the arsenal.
Sorry, I'm all over the place. I've been last few days. I've been very like scatterbrained. Just I don't know why. It's something to do with spring, probably. Spring fever has probably got something to do with it, where I'm just kind of like all over the place. But yeah, this movie. That guy becomes smart in the day. Apparently, he just changes his whole life. His cheerleader girlfriend doesn't like him anymore, which is weird because earlier in the movie, she hated the fact that he was like a mean jock and was bullying Ralph. But now she doesn't like him because he's super smart. So I guess she can't be pleased, apparently.
I mean, that messaging was kind of like muddled there because it's like maybe she just didn't like him.
That could be it too.
It doesn't matter.
But then he turned around and was like, "Oh, that's awesome. Actually, I don't think we're a good fit either." I'm like, "Whoa!" Like he wasn't even mad about it. He's like,
and they remain friends.
Yeah, he's like, I just want someone that's more intellectually stimulating or something. I'm like, dude, you've been smart for like 12 hours. Dial it back. Like, this is like
they're stupid.
Yeah, it's like, I know. It's like, dude. What kind of school do they go to? Because she's like, what are you doing here? It's like 10 o'clock at night. Oh, yeah, the night janitor let me in. I'm like, what? It's like,
you
can't just do that.
Like, I think child services would be called on that janitor.
What was she doing there? She was at
exactly.
He showed up at 10 o'clock at night. So where was she? The night janitor's let her in too. Lets anyone in.
Like
he needs too much company. They're all alone, He likes to hear people talk while he's working,
That's like eating a pizza and then criticizing somebody for eating a pizza. It's like both doing the same thing.
She's like, I'm looking all over you. That's the other thing too. It's like, why would you then think of going to the school at 10 o'clock at night? Like, why would that thought even come across your mind? Like, if I'm thinking of you and I'm like, I'm only going to over for Mike, where I'm going to go? I'm just going to like randomly go to like a bowling alley for some reason. I'm just going to check if he's there in a different city.
If any of my friends were missing when we were in high school, I don't think the first place that we would go is back to the high school.
Back to school at 10 o'clock at night on a Friday. Yeah. I mean, obviously for him, he's worried about being murdered or sent to hell, the biblical hell or whatever. So if
your school has a creepy janitor who lets kids in at night, I mean,
maybe that guy's, maybe he's like part of the alien demons or whatever. Anyway, so this movie is weird. That's pretty much all that happens. I mean, it's just them killing people, zapping them into hellscapes, or as Ted Davidson called the hell from the Bible. And
I mean, This movie is like basically a watered down version of another Charles Band produced movie.
Oh, really?
1978. It's a little bit called Laser Blast, which is another movie we're going to cover soon, I hope. Okay. It's been covered by Mystery Science Theater 3000 and other people. Okay. It's that movie. The plot of that is it's about a troubled teenager who discovers an alien laser cannon and a pendant in the desert. As he uses the weapon, it transforms him into a monstrous figure, leading him on a violent rampage against those he feels have wronged him.
Okay.
So it's like I said, it's kind of a more kiddish version of that.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Someone in the comment section of the Ted, I'm sorry guys, like I'm a huge fan of Ted Nivison, which sucks weird because I'm like 14 years older than he is. Kind of weird to like be a fan with someone who's younger than you, but whatever. I guess I'm young at heart, so I guess it's fine. But anyway, he hasn't uploaded like 5 straight months. So I was like, oh my god, dude, like you're taking like, come on. You gotta upload more than 2 videos a year, dude. Come on, that's unacceptable as a YouTuber. Like, you know, so but it was this movie he was reviewing, and someone in the comment section said to look for a movie called The Man Who Stole the Sun. I looked it up. That looks crazy. It's a Japanese movie. It looks crazy. Yeah. It's not funny. It does not seem like a comedy at all. So I'm not sure why the person recommended it. But I want to review that sometime if we can find it. The Man Who Stole the Sun, 1979. It was made in Japan.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
Japanese. It's a thriller, Japanese, 1979. Check out this plot though. Makoto Kido, a high school science and chemistry teacher, has decided to build his own atomic bomb before stealing plutonium isotopes from Tokai nuclear power plant. He is involved in the botched hijack of one of his school's buses during a field trip. Along with the police detective Yamashita, he is able to overcome the hijacker and is publicly hailed as a hero. He also gets close with the female radio personality nicknamed Zero. That's perfect. That one paragraph.
This is a true story, right? I'm joking.
Oh, is it? No, I was gonna say, who knows at this point? I mean, I don't know. But man, that one paragraph is perfect. I mean, like, and it came out October 6th, not one day before October 7th, and that would be even creepier. Yeah, this came out on October 7th, and we're talking about bombs and shit. And I mean, not nuclear bombs, obviously, but like, so I have no idea why he wanted to build his own atomic bomb. Because it seems like later on he's trying to save the people. So I don't know how you would save people by building an atomic. Oh, because if your country has nukes, other people can't pick on you. Oh, yeah, that makes sense actually. Anyway,
so
TV nothing to do with current events.
I gave this movie that we just covered a 1 star.
Who did?
TV Guide.
Oh, TV Guide, got you. Okay.
Calling it an underachieving mixture of Revenge of the Nerds and Laser Blast that found elements of RoboCop and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but found the movie lacking in original ideas.
Oh, come on. No, that's good. Don't say that. That's good.
Well, it does kind of make sense. It is like Revenge of the Nerds, Laser Blast, RoboCop, and Power Rangers all put into a blender. So yeah.
That is true though, because in Revenge of the Nerds, didn't they also kind of fake like an alien thing?
Well, no, I mean it's the revenge part that they're going for.
The revenge part, gotcha.
Yeah.
So I thought they did fake like a alien.
And they're just ignoring the part where the rape in that movie.
Oh yeah, the rape where he convinced the woman that the world was ending. Right? Is that what it was? And then
no, I think in this one he dressed up like Darth Vader and has sex with her, and she doesn't know who she's having sex with.
I'm thinking of oh shit! What it was another Grease 2.
Yeah,
this in Grease 2. They're in like a fake bomb shelter, and he convinces the girl that it's the end of the world, and for some reason they should have sex because I don't know why. That would be a thing that you would have to do.
Oh,
like a million other things you can listen to.
The 80s. I said the 80s.
Oh, the 80s. So that was a different type of rape where he lied and so she knew who she was doing it with. I think if they found out before he did it because of like someone else or some shit like that. But still, yeah, those movies are wild, man. Back like those. Mm-hmm. Like you look back at some of these old movies that like you thought were kind of like cute and funny. Like especially if you're like a kid or whatever, and then you're like, you watch it again, you're like, whoa, like 16 Candles. There's another movie where they do like blackface. The movie we watched about a year ago? The what was it called? Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy movies, but any other thoughts here on?
No, not really. No, not really.
Okay, so folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully we didn't get too off track. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our website. That's all2real2.com. You can find links to our TeePublic where you can buy some merchandise. Also, you can go there and check out our Patreon where you can become a member and support the show. Any way that you can help support the show would be great. You can just donate money to us if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, that's good too.
Yeah. There's a link to my Venmo, I believe, on there, or my PayPal, one of the two. I'll make sure it goes to the show. Folks, just be good to each other. Be different. Be yourself. Just remember that trans lives are human lives. Mm-hmm. No human is illegal. Fuck ICE. Free Palestine.
Yeah.
Trans lives. You already said trans lives are human lives, right? Yeah. We'll say it again. I can say it again and again. Yeah. I'm forgetting what I normally say. And folks, just remember that I love you. The world is not coming to an end. There are no aliens here to kill us.
So we will kill ourselves.
Yeah. Abolish ICE because they hate aliens.
They do. Oh shit! They do a different kind, but yes.
Yes. And
yes, it's true.
Sesame loves you.
I do very much so, actually.
And until next time.
Bye. Thanks for listening to All Too Real 2 podcast, a Cullen Park production. Produced and edited by Michael E. Cullen II. Music by Matthew Hawes. Subscribe and share the show. Visit us at cullenpark.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities, so do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
The right window treatments change everything. Your sleep, your privacy, the way every room looks and feels. At Blinds.com, we've spent 30 years making it surprisingly simple to get exactly what your home needs. We've covered over 25 million windows and have 50,000 5-star reviews to prove we deliver. Whether you DIY it or want a pro to handle everything from measure to install, we have you covered. Real design professionals, free samples, zero pressure. Right now, get up to 45% off site-wide, plus get a free professional measure at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions apply.